Hello students, I'm your course instructor Dr. Chaya BM, Associate Professor, Department of ECE, Sai Vidya Institute of Technology. In this video, we will be looking into the following topics. Single chip microcomputer, what are parallel computers, and also what are process related interfaces. Single chip microcomputer. So in this figure we can see that in a single chip all the components necessary for a complete computer are placed. Many IC manufacturers produce such type of microcomputers. So in a single chip we can see there is an oscillator, there is a CPU, storages, controllers, timers and so on. So this single chip microcomputer can be intended for small simple applications. So hence we can see here it has a very small amount of EPROM about 4 kilobytes and even smaller amount of RAM, that is up to 128 bytes. So memory, in case it needs more, it can always be extended by using an external memory chips. This setup here is nothing but a microcomputer. So which includes hardware timers, basically used to count events used in external IO device signals. So by software calling or by interrupts, the hardware timers can be operated. And we also have an oscillator. Oscillator is used to provide clock to the microcomputer. In any microprocessor or a microcomputer, such every instructions is executed in synchronization with the clock. We also have serial communication controller. So we use this controllers to enable a microcomputer to be connected to another microcomputer. Serial communication basically processes, it is used to send data one bit at a time sequentially over communication channel or a computer bus. IO ports has two types of ports, that is internal ports and external ports. The internal ports is the one which connect motherboard to the internal devices like modem, hard disk, etc. External boards, it's just that connects the motherboard to the external devices like printer, mouse, keyboard, etc. So this is all about your microcomputer. The computer microcontroller is similarly a single chip device. Okay, here we just talked about what is single chip microcomputer, but then what is microcontroller? So only difference between microcomputer and a microcontroller is that the microcontroller will have an on-chip multiplexed ADC. So it will have an on board the chip a multiplexed ADC. So multiplexing basically allows the use of several ADCs, okay, where it offers power saving, size and cost. So when we need to use these microcomputer or microcontroller, so we have one more component apart from multiplexed ADC, that is a real-time clock generator. So real-time clock generator are designed for ultra low power consumption, as they usually continue running when main system is shut down. So we know that some real-time clock generators have integrated temperature compensation that can extend and increase the accuracy of crystal oscillator circuits. So we can also include watchdog timer to the single chip microcontroller. So when we say watchdog timer, it is used to detect and recover from, first it will detect and also recover from the computer malfunctions. So what we try to understand in single chip microcomputer is that we have so many components which are placed in a single chip. So hence it is used for simple and small applications, embedded system applications. So we can even call it as a single chip microcomputer. So the difference, only difference is that for the component shown here, we have only 3 to 4 add-ons to make it as a microcontroller. So that is multiplexed ADC, real-time clock generator, and we can also include watchdog timer. Parallel computers, these are used to solve large computationally intensive applications. Wherever there is a data intense applications, in such cases we go for parallel computers. These type of computers can meet demands for high performance, low cost and accurate results in real-time applications. So there are some of the types of parallel computers to discuss. The first is SISD. SISD meaning single instruction stream, single data stream. Second is single instruction stream, multiple data stream. It says SIMD. MISD is multiple instruction stream, a single data stream, multiple instruction stream, multiple data stream. So, Michael J. Flynn classified these computers on the basis of multiplicity of instruction stream and data stream in a computer system. Hence, this classification we also call it as an Flynn's classifications. We call this classification as an Flynn's classifications. I'll write it here. Because it was given by Michael J. Flynn. So these are the four parallel computers, that is SISD, SIMD, MISD, MIMD. Let's see one by one. SISD. SISD is a uniprocessor computer. Okay, uniprocessor, microprocessor. It executes single instruction which operates on a single data stream. It executes a single instruction that operates on a single data stream. We can see that in the figure. Okay, in SISD we can see the machine instructions are processed in a sequential manner. Hence, it is also known as sequential computer. In SISD, the speed of processing element is limited because it depends on the rate at which the information is transferred. Okay, basically this type of SISD computer we call it as a non-parallel computer because the instructions are executed sequentially in case of this SISD computer. So what is instruction stream? So we usually call a single instruction stream, single data stream. What do you mean by this instruction stream? It is nothing but the sequence of instructions are executed by the machine. Data stream meaning is a sequence of data including input or temporary results called by the instruction stream. So we understood that SISD is a uniprocessor machine. It is also a sequential computer and it is again called as a non-parallel computer. SIMD is single instruction stream, multiple data stream. So many processor units, in this figure we can see that many processor units, unit 1, unit 2 and unit n and one control unit, will have one control unit will make SIMD. So SIMD represents an organization that includes multiple processing units which is under the supervision of a single control unit. It is clear that single instruction multiple data process units receive same instruction from the control unit but operates on different data items, of data. So here we can have different data for which you have to compute for the given single instruction stream. MIST, multiple instruction stream and multiple data stream. So here the shared memory has several memory modules. So we can see that this shared memory has several memory modules. Inside this will have memory module 1, 2, 3 and so on. So each receiving distinct instructions operating over a same data. So this is same data stream. We will have a single data stream here. So So in this condition we can see that each receiving distinct instructions operating over a same data stream. So and its derivatives. So the result of one processor becomes the input of the next processor in the micro pipe. Okay. There are no practical system constructed using this design as per survey. So this is just an idea that what we are trying to understand, that is multiple instruction single data stream computer. Okay. Multiple instruction stream and multiple data stream. So mainly used in super computers. So we can see that arrangement here in this figure. So it is basically used in supercomputers. Wherever there is more complexity of operations, in that cases we go for MIMD. So all that is done here is that it executes several programs simultaneously. So hence we can tell that MIMD is capable of processing several programs at the same time. So most commonly used MIMD systems are INMOS transducers. I have shown two ICs here. So it is nothing but a single chip computer designed for message passing parallel systems. In 1980s it was developed by a company INMOS. Hence it is called as an INMOS transducer. So these MIMD computers major goal is to produce low cost, low power chips to frame a complete processing system. So with this setup we can see that there is more than one processor which has an ability to execute several programs simultaneously. Okay. So this is MIMD computer, that is multiple instruction stream and multiple data stream computer. Process related interfaces. So what are the various process or plant related interfaces? So we know that for any given plant we connect actuators, we connect controllers, in many forms. Okay, though they are usually used to connect or control the mechanism of the plant, and it can also be used for various measurements like temperature, pressure and resistance and so on. So these process related interfaces are also intended to measure flow rates. So in all such measurements there is a need to convert from analog quantity to a digital quantity in the form of bit patterns and into a computer world. So most of the devices can be allocated to one of the following categories. Four categories. It can be, so when you are dealing with any plant or a process related interfaces, it can be allocated to any one of these forms. So it can be a digital quantity wherein the signals from plant can always be operated on a digital quantities. So these can be in either binary form like values, or it can be like 0 or 1, or it can be like valve open or valve closed, motor on or off, switch on or off, relay should be open or closed. Like that you will have so many signals which are related to digital quantities. So analog quantities, second category is analog quantities. So thermocouples, gauges gives output which measure in millivoltages. So this operational amplifier voltages can range from -10 to +10 volts. So when I say analog signals from the plant are continuous variables, and these have to be sampled and to be converted into the digital values. So these are analog quantities. And some of the devices will also be having the pulse and pulse rates. So the measurement of instruments like flow meters. So generally we talk about flow meters that provide output in the form of pulse trains. So what are these flow meters? These are the devices which are used to measure the volume or mass, gas or a liquid flow rates. Okay, so we use flow meters where the output will be in the form of pulse trains. Okay, and telemetry. We also have one more category, that is telemetry. So this is nothing but the use of remote outstations like electricity substations, gas pressure reduction stations have increased use of this telemetry. So telemetry channels are also used by a plant in many cases with a hierarchy of computer systems. So these are the various categories that are related to process related interfaces. So first is digital quantities. What are the types of digital quantities we can find out? Switches, we have valves, we have motor switch, motor on off or valves and so on. When I say analog quantities, it can be an voltages ranging from 0 to 10 volts. Pulse or pulse trains are nothing but we can when we are dealing with flow meter devices wherein the output will be in terms of pulse trains, and telemetry where the data may be transmitted by landline, radio, etc. It is sent in a serial form. Usually, it will be encoded in a standard ASCII characters. So there we can see telemetry applications. We have to understand three types of process related interfaces, which includes digital input output interfaces, analog input output interfaces, pulse related interfaces. Thank you.